Hey, what's up guys? It's Nick Palumbo here from Motive Motion, and I'm a gay fox if you watch my YouTube channel, because obviously you are right now. That's where I'm going to put it when I'm done recording this. I've gotten numerous requests to do like a screaming tutorial. Honestly, I don't really have much to say about it. I can give you as much information as I possibly can, but other than that, you know, I'm not here. I can't tell you the zen of screaming and, you know, etc., etc. So, all I have to really say about it is it's more when I scream, I feel like I'm closing up my throat, because if I hit like a note, just like a random note, like if I'm gonna do that, you know, you can't really pull the note out of screaming. You know, you can't really get a note out of it when you hit a screaming note. But if you're gonna hit a random note, you hear that, it sounds like I'm taking a shit. I feel like I'm doing that. I'm not really good at fluctuating between screaming, like going from a note into a scream, but I feel like I'm tightening up my throat using, you know, from my diaphragm, and I'm pushing the air through it. So I'm not really like straining my throat. It's more so of like, kind of like if I had abs, or if you do have abs, you're kind of like flexing it almost. It's really hard to explain, but if I'm gonna push out a scream, you know, be like, and then like your mouth, whether it's like, you know, kind of like this, you can get a high and then like lower. You know, I use my mouth to kind of, you know, go from high to low, whichever, you know, range I'm looking for. So it'll be like, something like that. And it can, the more you practice it, it gets easier to do. But you know, it might hurt for a while, and if it's hurting your throat, then you're doing it wrong. And even I, you know, find my throat hurting sometimes. If you're looking for something that really like helps with screaming, I'm a smoker. I know I shouldn't be, it's bad for your health, but you know, I smoke, and for some reason after I have a cigarette, I find it really easy to, you know, get my screams more crisp and more like, you know, you get those screamers who are just like, yeah, like, it sounds like shit. Please stop, please, for everybody's sake. You want to get it to more where it's down here and not in your throat where you're going yeah. So I'll give you an example of let's Let Go by Red, and let me get this up real quick and I'll show you how you can get your screams to sound similar to those of bands that you would listen to. I'm going to use this if you don't listen to Red. You know, a lot of bands use the fry scream that they would use. So let me get here real quick. So right there on that Let Go, you know, you can tell that he, you know, it sounds like he's tightening up his throat to let the air not get through as much, so it forms that kind of distorted sound. It's more like distorting your voice. That's like the fry scream. The other screams I'm not really too, you know, knowledgeable on. But let's listen to it again and I'll scream along with it and show you how it works. Now, it's so weird to just like scream my fucking head off and then stop it, but he's doing a little bit more high pitch than I am. High pitch is more of my my specialty, but I'm not going to sit here and, you know, show off something that, you know, people want to try and do, and it's kind of, you want to kind of start mid range. You don't want to go too low unless you know you have a naturally deep voice and your screams are naturally lower. You want to stay in that range. I'm not a very high-pitched singer, but I'm more high than, you know, a normal guy 19 years old would be. So, you know, I stay in the high range of screams as well, and I can get really high if I want to. Really high, I know. I can get really high in the range if I want to, but, you know, for now you want to start mid, and you just want to try and, like, if you ever watch Ryan Strain's videos, he does a lot of really good covers, and he's a hell of a better screamer than I am. He tells you to sound like you're trying to make a tire screeching sound with your mouth, and be like, you know how you're like kind of straining your voice. You want to do that, but you don't want to like do it to a point where it's hurting your throat. So that's about as much information as I can. If you guys have questions, go ahead and comment. I'm always checking my YouTube, and I try to respond as quickly as I possibly can. I hope it helped. I know I can't give a lot of information on it. You know, I'm not a pro screamer, but it's something I picked up, you know, for the past 4 years, and it's something I've definitely gotten better at, because I used to suck major ass at it. I used to be one of those yeah kind of screamers, and you know, it's not something you want to be, because I'll make fun of you. I really will. I'm not even fucking around. But I hope I helped. You know, you want to get that it sounds bad to say strain, because strain isn't like a negative word, but you want to get that strained sound out of your voice. Like I said, I'm no pro at it. You know, it does sound good if I do it right, and I do it in my covers, and I do it, you know, with my recordings, my band, the songs that we write. But you know, you just got to learn to use it from your diaphragm, and you know, I still need to understand how to explain that, but it's something you want to do, and it's really something you need to get used to, because if you're just using your throat, like, you can really either damage it and it's gonna sound like shit, or, you know, one or the other. So it's something you want to work on, definitely. And then, you know, if you have any questions, like I said, ask. There was no specific questions except for how to scream. So if you have other questions with more specifics, I'll be more than happy to answer them. So just go ahead and leave me a comment or a message or whatever. I always respond. So thanks for watching, and I will help you guys out as much as I possibly can. Thanks.